Yeah, come on. What's wrong, babe? She's stalking me online, babe. That's what's happening. So you better go, and I'll get you involved with the police. Off.
Hello ladies and genitals, today we're going to be talking about Elphaba. Now I was tagged quite a few times in a video of Elphaba doing a spot of shopping in Primark. You know, sounds completely innocent. Surely nothing kind of weird happened.
Oh my god!
This looks lush.
No. Can I take a snap, please?
Of course you can, babe.
Nah, stop. Do you want to take it? Are you on live?
I'm alive,
Can
yes.
I say hi?
Of course you can.
Hi, guys.
Okay, so nothing weird there, am I right? If anything, it was almost wholesome. They go on to take some lovely photos together and they even have a conversation about coats. Because Elphaba wanted a new coat, because if you remember the last one, well, it had scabies. But I'm not here to be making a video about someone buying a new coat, because this little shopping excursion by our dearest friend Elphaba, it's jam-packed filled with surprises. So let's start by seeing Elphaba's reaction to having a lovely conversation with this young lady.
Thank you.
No worries.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye, have a lovely day. Aw, thank you, guys. You're so sweet. I'm so always nervous around people like that.
People like that. I do wonder what she means. Now, I'm sure Elphaba and Elphaba family, they haven't had a history of controversial comments in relation to race. But they have though, haven't they? They really have. But like all influencers who stream every single waking moment of their life, they are trained in the art of deflecting. Deflecting accountability, that is. And Elphaba is no exception to this feat. Because, you know, just being a good person, that's not an option. Or even just being a normal fucking person. That's not on the cards either. No, on the Elphaba channel you must spout your controversy and then deflect immediately. As soon as you detect wrongdoing, you must act extremely quickly.
You know what I mean? I'm always so nervous around fans. Always so nervous around you guys. Always. I'm always so nervous. Always so nervous. But like, I love it, but I'm always nervous around you guys.
I haven't cut anything there, by the way. The thought process was literally, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. Let me scramble some words together whilst I try and deflect. And genuinely, I think that makes everything that happens with this TikToker, I think that makes it quite a bit worse. Because people who accidentally say things that may come across worse than they intended, you know, like they make a genuine mistake. If you're in that scenario, you might not realise how bad something sounds, or how bad it may come across, or how bad people may perceive it. Because if it was a genuine mistake, chances are there was no intent. You know, I guess I'm trying to say there was no discriminatory beliefs behind the words that hatched from your mouth. But Elphaba knows these things are wrong. You can take one look at her dearest mother and realise, oh yes, she was brought up in a household full of hate. Or maybe not hate, but definitely some sort of prejudice. So she knows these things are wrong, but she still continues to say them. For example, like when she called the Indian man on her livestream Apu. And when she was called out, she decided to say, no, it's not because of his race, it's because of his facial hair. There's always an excuse, isn't there? She has the brain of someone who thinks awful thoughts, but also possesses the capacity to, you know, think of some sort of response on the spot to evade a ban. And jokes aside, it's quite disturbing. But this young lady wasn't the only person to approach Elphaba in Primark. Oh no. We get the joy of witnessing another person approach Elphaba and ask for a photo as well. But Elphaba wasn't too happy with the way this one panned out.
I meant someone who came up to me, right? Like that. Yeah, of course. No, sorry, babe.
Team exposed.
Oh, okay. Team exposed. What's your name, babe? You're walking away from me then? Okay.
Okay, so in case you didn't hear what the person said, the person who asked for a photo or a video with Elphaba uttered the words Team Exposed. So basically, a little while ago, Elphaba got doxxed. And Elphaba seems to think that the doxing was done by this group called Team Exposed. Now, I'm not saying they did it, because that's quite the accusation to make, but Elphaba seems convinced. And if you are doing that, whoever it may be, I think all of us watching this video can come together and agree that's a very strange thing to do. If you are doing it, you're very weird. You're a weirdo. But because Elphaba is convinced that this individual in Primark is definitely responsible for doing the doxing, she sets her Crocs to sports mode and she chases after this person.
So, I'm gonna get your face in the camera real quick. Yeah, got it. So police, darling, yes, we'll have all the police. Team exposed. Yeah, come on. What's wrong, babe? Sorry, she's harassing me, so, you know. Thank you. She's stalking me online, babe. That's what's happening.
Okay, so there is a very strange irony to me about all of this. You are literally running after somebody in a shop and claiming you are the one being harassed. You've said this to an innocent shop worker, just somebody trying to go about their day and do their job. I would have loved to see the confusion on their face, because without context, this must seem so strange. Because in this scenario, it looks quite the opposite to what Elphaba is saying. But just like anything that this Might host does, it's always controversial. She's making us think. She's giving us a moral dilemma. So on one hand, we have Elphaba, notorious for just being generally horrible, doing many immoral things, and making a career out of it. And then we have the Challenger. They claim to be a part of Team Exposed, a group that has been accused of doxing and online stalking. And let's be honest, that's not a very nice thing to be accused of. I wouldn't like that. And if this is true, then, well, it's not really excusable. I know a lot of people don't like Elphaba, but doxing is never okay. But when I made a video on that scenario, a lot of people in the comments, they seemed to think that this was fine. So maybe some people don't agree with me. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that both parties are in the wrong. But I do think that as an influencer, why are you chasing after somebody because of comments they made? It's never going to go well for you. You're always going to be the one that's going to have that video spread like wildfire, and it will never reflect well upon you.
Better go, and I'll get you involved with the police. Oh. I'm so sorry. I just have to deal with so much crap. Okay. I'm shaking. Literally shaking.
Okay, that's a very interesting reaction. She held out her hand to say that she was shaking, but the arm looked kind of stiff. And Elphaba, you are also laughing. Now I think if I just chased someone out of a shop, I don't think I'd be filming myself saying I was scared and then start laughing. Because again, it kind of looks like you're trying to paint yourself out to be the victim. A victim of your own poor online behaviour. This is kind of the repercussions. I'm not condoning anything that Elphaba has accused this person of doing, by the way, but this is kind of her fucking around and finding out. But again, the stress that you're trying to claim that you're under right now is because of a situation that you escalated. You could have easily just been the bigger person and just ignored the comment. And I'm sure people, they might have actually respected it. But to be fair to Elphaba, and I'm not defending her, this is the internet. Because if Elphaba was to ignore this, people would be pointing at her going, ha ha ha, you got cooked. But I think it's better to receive that sort of attention than, you know, people sharing a video of you chasing someone. And then you proceed to shout and swear at said person in the middle of a shop, which is normally full of families with their children.
I need to calm down. That came out of me, I'm so sorry. How many of you support me? Good for you, thank you so much.
Piss off. Now that's just a classic Elphaba move, that is. She knows that one or two people will be like, oh yes, Elfie, I support you. And in her eyes, that means she's doing the right thing. Elphaba, these people who support you are either brain dead or they're paid actors. Because no matter what, they're just enabling this deranged behaviour. Because they'll see you getting into all sorts of trouble and controversy, and then they can sit there comfortably in their own home with their feet up going, ah, I'm glad Elphaba is here to provide the entertainment. People want to laugh at you, not with you. But yes, you'll probably see this as a green light to carry on with your ridiculous public endeavours, with your goal being to buy a coat in Primark and somehow still manage to be casually racist and then chase someone out of a shop. But then Elphaba bumps into some worried viewers. And then, of course, she has the opportunity to relay a completely unbiased view of proceedings.
The security didn't kick me out. Hello, darling.
Hi. Hi, Elphaba Queen, you okay?
Someone, you know Elphaba Exposed, right? The people who have been... There was a person who said Team Exposed, and they were just here and trying to get a photo of me. I'm literally shaking right now.
Are you okay? Are you alright?
No, I told her.
You're on live now.
I am. Oh, I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much for being so supportive. I'm literally shaking right now. Like,
I'll get a nice sugary drink.
I need one.
Calm down.
Thank you so much.
Oh, bless you. I'll leave you to
Of course, thank you so much, babe.
Well, there you go. These people are now going to go about their day thinking, ah, Poor Elphaba. What a poor innocent soul. I'm sure she wouldn't hurt a fly. And that, ladies and genitals, is why she is still on our screens today. The victim card is used and then people feel obliged to support her. Because that's what happens when your audience is young, isn't it? They're young and impressionable. You can easily manipulate them. It's all a very sick and twisted dynamic. But anyway, after this, Elphaba got kicked out of the shop by security. Oh no, what a shame. But this led to Elphaba having to continue the live stream outside. And if you're not from the UK, then right now you might not understand it's very cold and very windy. So maybe this clouded her thoughts?
Face me in real life. Face me in real life. You better come to me, right? Do it. I'll period.
I'm a little bit confused as to what those actions were there at the end. It did look a little bit like Elphaba spat on the floor. Classy as ever. But telling people that they need to come and face you in real life, that's a bit of a confusing thing for me to take on board right now. Because aren't you literally annoyed at someone coming up to you in person? The math isn't quite mathing. But you know what, Elphaba? That's completely fine. We all know that you're a little bit stressed at the moment. Maybe, just maybe, you could put the phone down, go home, have a bath or a shower, maybe go on a run, a light jog, get those endorphins flowing and then see how you feel afterwards. Because personally, I think that would be a much better way to spend your time than to walk around the streets, spitting on the floor, and then most likely going home and ordering a Domino's. See, I'm being a nice commentary YouTuber. I'm offering you advice. How about that? Not that you're watching this. Actually, Elphaba has watched me. Technically. This is quite a strong stretch. But basically, recently, Elphaba decided to watch some commentary YouTubers' videos about her. I saw on a video by Jake Baz that Elphaba watched his video with another YouTuber called Cataclysm. Basically, the pair of them ranked her dramas over the years, which is a very fun video, and I would recommend to go and watch it after this one. But whilst having her little temper tantrum and deciding to call people obsessed for just trying to hold her accountable for her actions, she began to scroll YouTube. And guess what appeared on her phone? My video! Look! It's mine! And in this little screenshot here, I even got a slight little pre-play. Technically, I'm in her YouTube watch history now. Now who's obsessed? I mean, I may do a video on that, but it does kind of seem like a bit of a stretch. But anyway, back to the Primark incident. So after Elphaba spits on the floor and decides to play with her gums in public, she decided to add Evil Queen to her live. Evil Queen basically just says, yay, well done Elphaba, you did so good. And I think Elphaba kind of actually, you know, looks up to Evil Queen. So maybe we can now expect more Elphaba chasing strangers in public content. Maybe now she'll join YouTube and make a series about it, because she seems quite interested in YouTube now. But anyway guys, that's going to be it for today's video. If you give me 10 likes, I'll go to Primark and I'll dropkick someone. I don't know, I won't do that. But anyway, I hope you did enjoy watching. If you did, please do feel free to leave a like and subscribe. You know, it helps me out massively. And yeah, cheers. Bye.